Hello fellow Criterion collectors and film fanatics, this is Irv the Smurf 1 and this is part 5 of my Criterion collection. I will now resume with Akira Kurosawa's Ran, or Ron as it's supposed to be pronounced. Spy number 316, out of print, disc 2 supplements, and disc 1 complete with the booklets. And this is, of course, Akira Kurosawa's late color masterpiece, also known for his black and white masterpiece, Seven Samurai. My personal favorite of Akira Kurosawa is Rashomon, but I mean this one, you can't go wrong with this one, because this one's brilliant in every sense of the word. Amazing film. Next is Hiroshima Mon Amour by Alain Renee. Spy number 196. Single disc. Great booklet. This is a magnificent film. This director also did a Night in Fog and Last Year at Marianne Battle, which I'll be showing shortly. This film combines documentary footage and a tale of two lovers. This is set against the background of the Hiroshima bombing, the aftermath of the Hiroshima bombing, and it just tells about their relationship, which progresses throughout the film. And a very important film to cinema, as it's inspired many directors. It's daring in its technique. I mean, just as I mentioned before, it combines the classic new wave jump cuts, and just that's the purpose or the goal of these new wave directors, to just revolutionize cinema. At that time, they were really trying to just bring something different to the table, and they succeeded. Next is, of course, Last Year at Marienbad. Can't really see it. Last Year at Marienbad, Spy number 478. This is extremely cerebral film, as I understand it. To this day, it's really mysterious. I mean, the plot centered around a man trying to convince this woman that they met a year ago at some place in Paris, not necessarily Marienbad. And then the whole film, I mean, it takes the whole film, 90 minutes of him just trying to convince her, and just, but this also presents, since it's Alain Renee, same director, it's also the shortcuts, the jump cuts, not the shortcuts. I'm thinking Robert Altman right now. The jump cuts, the story, the atmosphere in this film, the music is all just excellently executed. And I mean, so you must check Last Year at Marienbad and Hiroshima Mon Amour. La Comare Seca, Bernardo Bertolucci, Spy number 272. Of course, Bernardo Bertolucci also did The Last Emperor and my personal favorite film of his, The Conformist. Here we have the little short pamphlet, not a booklet. And of course, the old Criterion newsletter. This is based on a story by Pier Paolo Pasolini, who also, of course, did Salo, the 120 Days of Sodom, and excellent story. You could tell it is a Pasolini story, but under the direction of Bernardo Bertolucci, who's, I guess, at this point, still trying to identify himself separate from Pasolini. Excellent film. Must indeed see this film, or any Pasolini associated film. Another Italian film is Dillinger is Dead, or Dillinger è Morto. This is a very bizarre film. I first purchased it, just because of the awesome artwork on the cover. Bizarre film, surreal film. It took me more than one viewing to really grasp it. It's a brilliant film, late 60s masterpiece. A little less known masterpiece. I really didn't know anything about it, of course, thanks to the collection. Bizarre film. So you need to see this one if you haven't already. Dillinger è Morto. Next is Equinox by number 338. Stop motion film directed by, or made by, Dennis Muren and his friends. And Dennis Muren also did the special effects for Star Wars and Jurassic Park. And those of you who can appreciate the hard labor of these stop motion films of the 50s and the 60s, like Jason and the Argonauts, and of course Clash of the Titans, just to name a few at the top of my head. The film is like cheesy as you can get, but the stop motion animation is just, it amazes me. It's very spectacular. I'm just trying to put myself in that time, right now, CGI is blowing everybody's minds, but I still prefer the dedicated labor of the stop motion. Richard Linklater's Dazed and Confused by number 336. This is, of course, a classic early 90s film about the late 60s high school years. Excellent booklet. Excellent. Very thick. Made to look like a notebook. And of course the art direction in this digipack is just brilliant. Excellent. You have to get it. It contains a poster, which I really can't open up all of it, but made by Frank Kosick. This is like the original film poster. Dazed and Confused. And yeah, Frank Kosick, he does great artwork. So, it's similar, not similar to American Graffiti, but yeah, it's among the top, teenage years film, a film about teenagers in their years. And next we have Wes Anderson's Bottle Rockets. It's by number 450, 2-disc, and this, like Dazed and Confused, is like a notebook. This, of course, is Wes Anderson's feature full-length film. First feature, you know what I mean, I hope. But this is straight Wes Anderson from the beginning. It's not anyone else, it's just Wes Anderson. So if you're a fan of, quirky comedies, smart comedies, they're not just stupid, but Wes Anderson is pretty much, knows what he's doing, knows how to entertain, so he certainly got my attention. So, Bottle Rocket. Okay, well, stay tuned for video 6. Thanks.